Hey everyone, this is Andy, the main developer for Verdant Skies, and what I'm going to show you today is a bit about our genetic combination system for the plants. So I'll head over to Wyatt's house where we've got a genetic combiner machine and show you some of what's possible and give you a short tutorial on how to use it. So here in Wyatt's lab is the machine. It allows you to select two seeds of the same type and combine them in order to get new traits. So I've got a bunch of sunfruit picked out here, and drag the first seed in here and the second seed in here, and what's happening now is you're splicing these two seeds. I'm choosing these genes from the top plant and these genes from the bottom plant, and they get combined into what's shown here in the result, and it also shows you the resulting traits. Growth rate's pretty good. What are we starting off here? The first seed has yield 3, and yield 3, you can mouse over this to see what that does and what the required genome is for that. So you'll see we've got the blue on the leftmost area and then the alternating orange and blue genomes. The second seed, quality 3, needs fertilizer. So needs fertilizer is a bad trait, so we want to get rid of that for sure. And one of the things that you can do is you can slide your splice point around to different points to see what the result would be. If you go all the way to the right, you end up with something that's identical to the bottom seed. If you go all the way to the left, you end up with something identical to the first one. But you can see that somewhere in the middle, it's possible to get traits that aren't present in either of the starting seeds. So growth rate 2 is a faster growing crop. And you'll see that because I'm pulling the orange gene in this slot out of the first crop and the two blue genes out of the second crop. So that's a pretty good option. You can scrub around and see that, hey, we can get yield 3 and growth rate 2. That's pretty good. So we'll do that. The seed's marked genetically modified and we'll save it. So on this sunfruit seed, this is a particularly good one. This is nice. It has regrowth. Regrowth is one of my favorite traits. It allows the crop to automatically plant itself after it's being harvested, so it goes back to the seed stage. So that makes it really convenient to work with. So let's take what we just had in there and see if we can keep that regrowth. So regrowth, one of the most interesting parts is the very last gene in regrowth is orange. That means that's the same one that you need blue for quality 1. So if you have regrowth, you'll never have a perfect quality plant, but it's a trade-off that I think is usually worthwhile. So let's see what we can do to get and if you don't like the way the splitting is happening, if you switch the slots around, switch the top and the bottom one, you can reverse the order and do the splice in the other direction. So here we're able to keep regrowth. We need this blue gene, so we can't splice left of this point. So it looks like there might not be a convenient splice where we get to keep what we want. Switch the crops. Here we've got something pretty nice. So we're keeping what we need to keep regrowth, and we get 2 quality traits, an improved yield trait, so that will give us more sunfruit when we harvest, and it does have a downside. They need fertilizer, but you know that's not always something that will eliminate that seed from our consideration, because we've got a lot of other good traits on it. So let's try that out. So let's plant our new seed. I'll head down to the second field next to your house. Here it is. It's marked genetically modified. We'll put it in the ground, grab our hose, water it, and in a couple of days we'll have our new crop. Alright, thanks for watching.